Time to take a look at what's new in Warframe week commencing the 15th of August 2022. And first, I know I mentioned it last week, but of course, this week on August the 17th, we are going to get an update to Warframe. It's mainly going to be Gen Round 22 Part 1, but there are some quality of life improvements and fixes. I'm really interested on seeing how this works, considering they also state this is a non-code changing update, so it didn't have to go to cert. Then jumping straight into Nightwave, this week's elite acts are unlock 10 relics, stupidly easy actually, and kill or capture an Eidolon Hydralis. That means doing all 3 Eidolons. Putting a team together for that, highly advised, doing it with randoms. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they are rubbish. And sometimes you try to sneak one in right at the end and end up failing on the first one. Those rounds, never fun. Normal acts complete 4 different bounties in the Zaramon. Finally, glad to see that one's there. Mine 6 rare gems in the Orb Valus. Complete 5 different bounties in the Orb Valus. To be fair, you can do those two at pretty much the same time. Complete 1 sortie and complete 3 rescue missions. All in all, actually really easy this week. Cred offerings, there is the usual Nahal, Zobelit, Kuva, Nyatan, Vorban, Ports, Catalyst, Reactor, and Ureli's alternate helmet is here. Glad to see that's there. The only way that could be made better is, well, not if the Lens Solstice skin was still here, because this seems to be a permanent fixture. It seems to swap between this and the other one. I would just wish they'd hurry up and make the Tenet lens and be done with it, because that thing should look absolutely amazing, but it doesn't look like Gaia's helmet is here. I was really hoping Gaia's helmet was going to return. We will double check that in just a second, but doesn't look like it. Auras, Deadeye, if you are taking on an Eidolon, that can be really useful because 52.5% damage for sniper rifles. Rubico, that's going to be really useful. Rifle amp, same kind of thing, 27% damage for rifles. These are kind of massively overlooked. Same goes for the pistol amp, shotgun amp. Enemy radar can be useful, but animal instinct still kind of better than that, though running both can't hurt. Speed holster allows you to switch weapons easier. There is the Atarax desert camo skin that you can't see because they will just not let us get a hold of these so we can spin it around ourselves, but there it is. The Sindo Dagarax skin, that's same problem because it's behind the frame. I'm getting a little bit sick of kind of asking them to do this, but doesn't look like they ever will. That actually looks pretty decent. The Kinetic Siphon Trap decoration, landing craft decoration, can be donated to your dojo if you so see fit. There is the Falcor Shock Camo skin. These are the blueprints to build these, not the actual skins themselves. I should mention that one because I forget that every time. The Plinks Shock Camo skin, blueprint. The Wolf Beacon, you can buy many of these. You can only use 1 per mission, get him to spawn once, and it's the only way to get him to appear in missions, so you can take him out and hopefully drop a part for the wolf sledge. The only way to get the wolf sledge is to take out the wolf, so you need the beacon for that. There is the Nightwave ornament. Kind of the second time this has ever been for sale. This is what I want to be able to do with melee weapon skins. It is rotating by itself, but we can change the rotation of it. But you'll notice the base doesn't move, it's the actual item itself rotates around the base. But it's still rotating just like a frame does, and we can move it around. But that's again because the base is fixed. I can wish, can't I? Augment wise, there is 80% projectile speed for the Tetra, 200% multi-shot, minus 66% damage for the Marelock. Still, even though it's minus 66% damage, 200% multi-shot actually works pretty well for that weapon in the right circumstances. And the Supra's 100% accuracy while aiming augment. Heading over to see Teshin, I should have these written down as to what he's bringing each week. I don't. But for the Steel Path Honor Store this week, it is of course the 3x former for 75 Steel Essence. This, for the record, gives a platinum value to Steel Essence, because you can buy this exact thing with platinum, and it is 30, 35? I think it's 35 platinum, which means 35 platinum is the equivalent of 75 Steel Essence, which is why I keep saying when he comes with ribbons, they are overpriced for what they are. It also means that an Umbra Forma's value is about 70 platinum. So hopefully they'll actually take this conversion rate and put the Umbra Forma for sale in the marketplace, where you can buy one a week or one a month, or just buy one. It's a one-time purchase. You can buy one for 70 platinum, because it would be nice to have the option to do that and nothing else. But 3 Forma, that is an actual good use of Steel Essence. There is, of course, the Veiled Riven Cipher, automatically unlock a ribbon, the Arcane adapters for primary and secondaries, and well, there hasn't been an update, so nothing else in here has changed. If you have Helmut's Invigoration segment, of course it is time to come and check on this, because these have also reset. Every weekly reset they do the same thing, which means the frames have reset and their augments have reset. Ooh, ability efficiency for Loki could be ridiculously useful. I may actually use that one. I say that so many times, because every 10th invigoration obviously mutates, which means you could put that 75% ability efficiency, as an example, onto Korra here. And as always, the reason this says 61 out of 62 is I straight up refuse to give Helmuth Gaia. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. And with that, we'll leave this off here. If I ever do feed Gaia to him, I will do it at the end of one of the weekly videos, just because I've mentioned it the past few videos. Plus, it'll be a nice way to end one for a change, instead of just turning around and saying, that's it for another week. So we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.